Hello and welcome to MARAT'S Kitchen. Today I'm making apple supreme cake. You'll see at the end why it's called supreme. It's rich, delicious, full of apples and almonds. Start by slicing apples. I've got 4 apples there. Turned out to be too many apples. 2 worked great. The rest I had as a snack. Add a bowl of flour and baking powder. In a separate bowl, sugar and eggs. And keep whisking those eggs and sugar together until it gets to what's called the ribbon stage. You can see the ribbons forming as I'm whisking. Now, get coconut milk and the cream that rises to the top. You want about half a cup of that. We're going to mix that with some lemon or lime juice. Of course, if you want, you can use sour cream. If you want to have a dairy option. For a non-dairy option, this works just great. Now we're going to add the coconut milk to the egg and sugar mixture. Add melted margarine and give that a good whisk. Now we're going to add that together to our dry ingredients and whisk that really well. If the batter seems to be too thick, you can always add about a 1/4 cup of water just to get to the perfect consistency that's pourable, easy to mix, and it'll give you a little bit of a lighter, fluffier cake. Get a 9-inch pan. I put some parchment paper at the bottom so it's easier to remove the cake afterwards. Give it a little bit of a tap. It removes all the air bubbles from the cake. And now start putting the apples on top. You can keep going around with those apples and as many top layers as it'll give you with the amount of apples that you have. Don't forget, as it bakes, the batter is going to rise over the apples. Now we topped it with sliced almonds, and then it's going to go in the oven at 375 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes. In the meantime, mix brown sugar, an egg, and melted margarine, and give that a good whisk. That's going to be your sort of your caramel topping, so to speak. Now, removing the cake from the oven after 50 minutes, I'm going to pour that glaze over top and let that glaze really soak in a little bit. Then it's going to go back into the oven about 5 to 6 inches away from the top of the oven, and turn on your broiler feature and let that sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. Afterwards, let it rest for about an hour, and then you got delicious, delicious, moist cake with apples, sliced almonds, and it's just awesome. That's why it's called Superior Apple Cake. Enjoy!